The train of his robe filled the temple. The train of his robe doesn't get in unless he's in it. You understand? The robe is him. He's here. So what do I do about that? It's my move. It's my turn. So what do? A lot of people here. And what do I do about that? I want you to go to Mark chapter 5 and see a very similar story. Mark chapter 5. I want you to go to verse 24. Mark 5, verse 24. Pick up in 24. So Jesus went with him. This is the father who came to get Jesus because his daughter had just died. And this is why Jesus is on this journey right now. So Jesus went with him. A large crowd followed and pressed around him. And a woman who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. She had suffered great deal under the care of many doctors and had spent all she had, yet instead of getting better, she grew worse. When she heard about Jesus, he came up behind him in a crowd and touched his cloak, because she had thought, if I just touch his cloth, I will be healed. Immediately, her bleeding stopped, and she felt in her body that she had been freed from suffering. Verse 30. And at once, Jesus realized that power had gone out from him. He turned around in the crowd and asked, who touched me? You see people crowding around against you. And his disciples answered, yet you can ask, who touched me? But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. Then the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell at his feet and trembled with fear and told him the whole truth. He said to her, daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be free from suffering. His robe has filled this place, the train of his robe. There was a crowd that day too. Crowd in here today. I want you to look at verse 26 carefully. Verse 28. Did I say 6? I'm sorry. Verse 28 very carefully. I read over this several times. You may have too, because I like getting to the good stuff where she touches him. But I want you to see her thought. But because she thought, if I just touch his clothes, I will be healed. Ooh, you got to stop there for a second. There's a crowd. It's Jesus. He's walking. You know it's him, okay? You know without a doubt. You know it's him. She's been bleeding for 12 years. All the doctors couldn't help her. It doesn't say they helped her all. It says it got worse, meaning she's desperate. She don't have any other place to go. She's in a crowd of people. She's about to do something that is not customary. You don't do this. This is out of line. She's off sides. It's not the pedigree. It's not religious. It's not the way you do it in church. But Jesus is walking, and it's her one chance. Don't know when you get it again. Don't know when I'm going to gather again, and the train of his robe is going to fill the temple. He's here right now for this minute, this second. And she has this thought, What if? What if everything I've ever heard about him, everything that I know about him, what if it's true? What if I take a chance and I step out of line and I touch him? What if by chance, man, I could be healed? Nothing else has worked. I tried everything else, man. I'm tired of making appointments. I'm tired of going to doctors. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being disappointed. Maybe you're here today. Your marriage is not where it needs to be. The honeymoon seems a long way away. And you tried everything. And it ain't getting better, it's getting worse. But you came today. For this moment, you came. And the train of his robe filled this room. And you know he's here. And it wouldn't look right. What would people think? And golly, I look goofy. But what if, what if all that I've ever seen him do in other marriages, he could do in mine? What if I just take a chance and step out and touch him? Could he heal it? Could he heal it? Could he heal it? My relationship with my son or my daughter, relationship with a parent, relationship with an ex, relationship with coworkers, broken relationship. What if? What if I gave it to him? What if I touched him? What if I said, you take it? Could he heal it? What if you were sick and you've been to doctors and you tried everything and it just kept getting worse? What if today? What if? What you got to lose? What if you believed him? What if you took him up on the fact that his name is Healer? And you took a risk and you stepped out and you touched him? What if? What if? You ever had that thought? Pastor, you said he wants to meet with me. God wouldn't want to meet with me. He don't know how nasty I am. Oh, he knows how nasty you are. He was with you in everything you did. But what if he could make you new right now? If only you touch him. You think he can make me new? Oh yeah. He's made worse than you new. Worse. What if you took him up on his word? What if?